Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. My channel is about my life's journey, and right now I'm interested in investments. So I'm excited to share this book, Girls That Invest by Simran Kaur. I'm not a millennial, I'm a Gen Xer, but still what she shares in the book is for everyone ready to start their investment journey. So I'm an avid reader and I like to have my notes and everything in the book, and so you'll get a chance to see some of that. So the stock market's an area in my portfolio I want to tackle. I wish I'd read this book about 10 years ago. Still, I have about 20 more years to put my money to work in the market. So let's get into the book. She starts the book off by not getting really too deep into some of the systemic challenges that women and minorities have faced that has helped us to stay out of the market. It's worth reading because we have to really have a mindset change about handling our finances. She then talks about compound interest in other places, and it's really nice. And I'm just gonna highlight some of why she thinks we really need to. So I'm cheating a little bit, but the 5 reasons why people invest in the stock market: to beat inflation, to take advantage of compound interest, to reach financial goals faster, for financial freedom and security, and to help create a better world. So, I mean, it sounds very esoteric, but she gets into it with a little bit more nuts and bolts. So, with her talk about compound interest, she lets us know we're missing out on all the access that investment gives us, which is better than most money-making tools out there, except, in my opinion, real estate. So chapter 2, which I'm going to get into, is about is busting up some of the myths, right? So she'll talk about 5 different myths as to why people don't get into the market. And myth 1 is about thinking that we'll lose our money, which honestly has been a scare of mine as to why I haven't done it yet. And then she talked about myth 2, which is investing is like gambling, and I'm not a fan of gambling at all. Myth 3, it's too complicated to figure out, which she does a really, really good job of explaining everything, what it means, in a very pop culturally sort of way. Myth 4, I have to have a lot of money to start. And she busts that myth up really well. And I want to, just thank her for that. And myth 5, real estate is less risky. And so after she goes through the myths, a lot of the chapters are very, very just no nonsense and smart. So the following chapters are about our financial fitness. She talks about all of that. Like I said, she talks to them in terms of bricks, and I have a lot of bricks already laid, but making sure that you're financially fit. Like most of the social media personalities that I watch on YouTube, it's about having a budget, having an emergency fund, keeping your debts in check, and having a plan for retirement. So you can see some of my notes here, some of my personal information, things like that I won't get into too much. There are other chapters, and I'm going to highlight some. I want to just point out the ETF chapter is so full of good information, so please buy the book and read it very thoroughly. She talks about ethical investments. She talks about us as female investors and how we typically tend to beat male investors, but the point is it's just to get in. And then other things, she talks about being a lazy investor, which is really good because, we have a life and no one wants to be busting our brains trying to figure out how to beat the market. So since Sim has to make a buck too, I won't give away all of her tips. The book costs less than the price of a movie ticket. But after reading the book, I've decided I'm going to, I fit in the balance to aggressive investor. So after reading the book, I opened up a Vanguard account and put some money in the Vanguard account. The Vanguard Total Market Index Fund ETF. And by the way, it was signing up was for free. I linked it to my second checking account, and it was all done electronically. And you can literally start with just $1, but why would you want to? But the point is, you can literally start with $1. So investing is clearly meant for everyone. This is a passive investment account, so I don't have to micromanage it. And finally, I felt comfortable enough to buy those 5 shares of an individual stock using my SoFi account. So I'm just ready to get started with this. And she made it so easy to start. As you can see, I have notes here, but she made it so easy to start. So the book is not about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's about putting some effort in on the front end to see the returns down the road. And so the book is Girls That Invest by Simran Kaur. I hope that you will go ahead and check it out. Like I said, costs less than a movie ticket. All right, thank you. I hope to see you in the stock market. Bye, YouTube.